Just met Mr. Kyengo from Tanapi, and it's just a pleasure to have you here. Yeah, first of all, I love your watch.
Thank you very much.
Do you have immense taste in watches? I love watches as well. But talk to us about the nature of things at Tanafi and, of course, the level of work that you put into Tanafi. And as we do that, also, I'd like you to just touch on the quality of water in the country and how best we can get to how Tanafi has actually been able to just make sure that we get to have the best quality. Talk to us.
Thank you very much, and I appreciate you having me for this conversation. The NAT is one of the 9 waterworks development agencies. Our status as the Minister of Water, State, Bottling, Water and Sanitation. The key mandate is basically to invest in infrastructure for both water and sanitation on behalf of the ministry. We have also another mandate to do water harvesting, basically storage, to store water for use for Kenyans. We also have a mandate to look at strengthening the capacity of the institution. And the fourth mandate is to give policy advisory to the ministry in terms of provision of water and sanitation. So the key aspect is to invest in infrastructure, both for water and for sanitation in the region. We are in a region, we are serving 4 counties, Kitui, Machakos, Makueni, and Kajiado. 4 counties with a population of 4.495 million.
Nice. That's quite the population.
Yeah, the population. We have quite an urbanized society in the region. We have quite a number of upcoming towns. We have Machakos, we have Mavoko, Kitengela, Matu, those kind of Makueni, what another. So that's the population. Right now, about 60% of that population is have the water services, good water services, and 80% have sanitation services. In the urban areas, we have basically 18% of the population we serve with sewer systems. So as we do the investments, the back investment will be out with the national government, and we hand over for operation and maintenance to utilities, to water companies. And these companies are owned by the county government. So we have utilities owned by the 4 counties to which we support them in investment. We also support them to capacity build them to be able to provide sustainably water and sanitation services. So within that provision which they are given, the companies are responsible for ensuring that Kenyans get safe water, good quality water. And to ensure that, we have our national agency, Water Service Regulatory Board. They do the regulatory, they set the standards, they set the parameters under which these utilities are giving, and they also give the quality of water that's supposed to be. And including the hours of supply that they. So they regulate them, they monitor them, they report annually in terms of the kind of quality of water that is provided by these utilities within that particular region.
I love what you're saying because you actually made me aware of the situation on the ground and the kind of challenges that you go through are actually regional based. So do they differ? Do the challenges in the areas that you serve differ from, say, Rift Valley or something like that? Or you pretty much share the same kind of challenges?
There are those that we share. There are those that are specific to region. For example, in terms of availability of water resources, how much is there? You find Central Kenya has more water resources there. But in that region, a dry region, we are not able to get as much water as we'd like to have. And that's why in central, like Tana, they will normally tap in the river systems. In our region, we only have to go either to do dams to contain water during the floods or harness groundwater by drilling wells. Those are kind of the challenges that are different. What has happened is that over time, we are suffering the issue of underinvestments. So the demand, we are not able to serve everyone. That's why I talk about 50%, which means 48% of our people are not getting the same one. We cannot guarantee that they're getting the same. Although some get from individual service providers. So the challenges are quite different, but the biggest is financing. Old infrastructure is a big issue. You have issues in terms of the governance, how well they are managing these utilities, the companies. And also we get into challenges of resettlement action plans. If we want to do dams, you have to acquire the rig.
And I hear it's very expensive to actually set up a dam, because I just talked to one of the CEOs before you joined me, and you're telling me like one dam would cost an estimate of up to over 8 billion shillings in some areas, depending on in the region.
Yeah, it depends on the size of the dam, but the process is quite elaborate. You have to acquire the land, you have to pay off those people before even you move in. Then what is happening?
Because there's a lot of displacement that happens as well.
You have to settle everybody who is there, whether it's property, whether it's land, before you even move in. That's a process which takes quite a number of years. Then designs, then you now have to do the dam itself before. And then, of course, there are climate change challenges. That comes with a lot of erosion, it comes with the dry rivers, it comes with floods. Those are issues that you need to address. And with these changes also that affects the quality of the waters that we are providing.